What's going on, everybody? How's it going? Happy Tuesday. We're back. What's going on? What's up, Pipe? What's up, X? How's it going? Oh, it's a rainy day today. It's raining today. It's a bland day, but can't complain about it. We're back. Sorry, it's been about a week. Yeah, it's been a week since the last time we streamed Haikyu. That's my bad. I'm sorry. Bot didn't post anything. I don't think the notification went out. It's all good. It's all good. It wouldn't be the channel if it wasn't issues. Just gotta live with it. One thing's for certain. For this fourth and final season until we catch up, I need to find a shirt. It's hot with this damn jacket on. It's hot with this jacket on. It's hot. So I have to find a shirt. Like, I was able to get away with the first 3 seasons because it wasn't summer yet. It was still cool. Like, sometimes wearing this jacket was a relief. Now that it's actually like summertime is here. Well, it's not officially summer yet. Now that it's here and it's 90, it's unbearable. Like, you can't tell, but boy, it's hot. Oh man. All right, so we ended last season with our boys going to nationals. I literally had a moment where I was hold on, I gotta do something before I accidentally kick this and break my camera. Hold on. 1 second. I'm sorry. Gotta do this because 100% I'll forget it's here and I'll kick it. Oh. Totally 100% I'll kick this and I'll be pissed. But there we are. We ended it's cold here. It is hot. It's hot. And I'm not complaining about the heat. I'm not complaining. I actually like the heat. I'd rather be hot than cold. But trying to sit here knowing how excited I get watching the show. Like, knowing how excited I get, I don't want to be down here sweating in this track jacket. I don't. But what's up, Blast? I saw you got to join the Discord. Thank you for joining. Hopefully it's not too crazy. But yeah, we ended last season with our boys going to nationals. Oh, that's what I was saying. I was saying I had a moment where I was like doing something. And I was like, yo, they're really going to nationals. I really had a moment. I was like, oh man, we're really going to nationals. Holy crap. So we ended last season with beating Shiratoizawa, earning our berth to the spring national tournament, or the spring tournament. What's up, Blast? How are you? Watashi ga kita. But the last time we were here was the OVA, so I can't forget that. We got to see Fukurodani and I just got finished eating, so it's like I don't know what's going on. My bad. But we last time we were here, it was Fukurodani and Nekoma, and I forgot the name of the other school. I know Itachiyama was the #1 school, but I don't remember the name of the school. That just they didn't seed. I know they're like there's the snake, and their best player was hurt. I do know, like, I remember stuff. I just don't remember their names. I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. I just want to watch this. Kageyama has been selected to the All-Star team. That's what we ended the season. We ended the season on what this thumbnail is. So yeah, no happy. I should have guessed that, right? Because their name literally is Snake. But yeah, Kageyama's been selected to the All-Star team. Everyone was excited. All right, quick predictions or theories as to what's gonna happen this fourth season. I really don't know. But I wonder if, like, this is just popping in my head because it's a bunch of teenagers all together. I wonder if Kageyama being selected to be on like this all-star team, whatever it is, I don't know if it's like for all of Japan or if it's for, what's up, Vince? Happy Tuesday. I don't know if it's for all of Japan or if it's for just Miyagi, or I don't know what it's for. But I wonder if this will cause like an issue on the team. I don't know. Like, they're all kids and kids get jealous. I can't believe I can call them kids. I'm damn near 30. Wow. They're all like they're all teenagers. I'll be more respectful. They're all teenagers. And teenagers get jealous over the dumbest things sometimes, even if they're friends with someone or teammates. So I wonder if that'll play into this. I expect that Nationals is going to start in this fourth season. I don't know if we're going to spend the entire first half of the season preparing for Nationals, and then the second half will be Nationals, kind of like what we did in season 2, or we're just going to spend the first couple of episodes getting ready for Nationals, and then it's just Nationals all the way through until the end of the season. I think that might be the case. We might spend maybe the first couple episodes getting ready, and then moving, and then like maybe episode 4 or 5 or 6 or something like that, we get to Nationals and we figure out like the brackets and stuff, all of that. How they should do it. It would be fun if they did it kind of like how we like kind of like how like the NCAA does it. Well, I'm using my own, like, I don't have any other experiences, but kind of like how for the NCAA, for like college tournaments, there's usually a selection Sunday. That's what it's usually called, where all the teams that have won their conference and they have automatic berths, or they've played really well and they're waiting to see if they get to fill in all the spots in the big tournament, and they all sit together and it's like recorded and they're watching, and then they freak out if they made it or if they're sad if they didn't. I would love to see like that kind of thing, like them sitting around possibly waiting for the posting of what the national tournament bracket is going to look like, where they are, who they're seeded up against. I would love to see like a moment like that. That would be really cool. Guys telling me to kick cans? Damn. Recap. That's right, there was a huge break in between. So okay, recap time. All right, cool. That's all I got. I don't want to think too much because we're about to watch. So let's mute the music. It takes me a minute to get started. I usually start off streams so like rocky and rough, and I don't know how to speak. Usually takes me a minute to get going, but we seem to be all set. Haikyuu season 4, episode 1. We're doing episodes 1 and 2 today. We are doing episodes 1 and 2 today, right, Pipe? I just guessed. I just guessed. I just said 1 and 2. Starting with episode 1, we're gonna get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get it. Oh, he does look different. I instantly noticed. His eyes are bigger. He does look different. I instantly noticed. I didn't think I would because I don't think I did for the OVA. Measurements for the pamphlet. Okay. Gotcha, Kyoko. Look at Kageyama. This is impressive, by the way. I'm blind as a bat, so the fact that I know what's going on is crazy. Oh, sorry. It's gonna be perfectly fine. Can I watch the opening? Okay. No? Okay. Okay. I love them so much. This is gonna be tough. It's gonna be how. When can I watch it? When can I watch it? This is gonna be so long. All right. I love burnout syndrome. Is there a completely different voice actor from the one that finished last season doing Ukai right now? He sounds much different from how he did at the end of season 3. Like after episode 10. 164. Nice. Nope, same voice actor. Okay. Nice. I've grown more than you. Look at Inoshita and Narita. Look at him looming over them. $190. I saw he does look noticeably different. All of you pipe down, pipe. Oh gosh. It's interesting that they redid this entire scene. Did they redo this scene? Or did they add scenes into it that were newer? Like this is new art style. Okay. Gigachi. I love that. That visualization is so cool. Wasn't it 3? Yep. So he's jumping out the gym. Yeah, Asai he looks like just and then he looks like he's 27. Yeah, like Kageyama looks noticeably different. Like there's a few of them that look noticeably different. So it is for Japan. That's big. So he's gonna. That's big. That's freaking huge. We all know Ushiwaka is gonna be on that team. Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's still huge. How are you doing that, Noya? It's still a huge thing. No, Hinata. You have to be selected. Oh no. I love that. I love that. That's a good question. I think after the year that Noya's been having, I think after the year that Noya was having that his had, I think it's a possibility he could get a nomination for his for a third year. Oh really? Huh. That's actually a good idea. So that means we're sending Kageyama, Hinata, and Tsukishima. Oh, and Yamaguchi. My bad. Wait, only one person? Nope. You better go. Only one person? I feel the jealousy already. I just was talking about this. I made that prediction. That's a big point up on Hinata. He's gonna be pissed. I don't like that. I don't like that. But it makes sense. The whole thing is that the whole thing it makes sense. Kageyama is the setter for the entire team and the team is going to nationals. He's the setter. He's very important as to why it's happening. Suki, with how he played in the entire not the prelim, whatever the hell the tournament was called that they just participated in. But it was like he was such an integral part, and him being the MVP is the reason why he would get invited to like the Miyagi like the training thing. Like I understand that, but I don't know. We have bias towards Hinata because he's our main character, right? What's up, random boy? He's our main character, and we see everything that he's gone through, what he was, what he's become, how important he is to the team. But that I don't think that comes across in the stat box. It doesn't come across in the stat box. So from the outside looking in, you just see a tiny kid that could jump really high, but he's not good at receiving like that. His blocks could be better since he is a middle blocker. Like there's a lot. There's a lot that goes into it. On paper, Suki and Kageyama are much better players than him. Okay. I missed the voice. I was talking and I missed whatever voice was like speaking over like in his head. My bad, y'all. Oh, I didn't expect to be back here. Not so soon. I didn't expect to see all these faces. It feels good. A lot of familiar faces. I love it. It was Takeda? Okay, thank you. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Oh, this is going to make me sick. He's not supposed to be here. Oh, no. I would say the same thing to him. Oh my Nah, this is. Look at Yamaguchi. They're not showing his face for a reason. If you don't yeah. Yeah, get here now. That's nice, but come back to practice. I understand that, but still. I'm sorry, but it's like I'm sorry, but you like you haven't earned that. I'm sorry. He's lucky. He's lucky. Yeah, it's the whole. I agree. Oh my gosh, is he late? Oh, Itachiyama, you're the. We saw your back. Saksa Kiyomi. Saksa. What do you guys call him, Kiyomi or Saksa? I agree, Finso. Like what Hinata did wasn't will. Like you weren't invited. He beat them. He beat them. They're all pissed. Huh. He looks down on the boy still. Okay. I missed that. I missed the first part. I didn't realize that he was the Joza and Shishi coach. I didn't remember him. I read the line. I just didn't. It didn't register. You helping me? Yeah, you helping me. Oh man, do you want to fight? I hate old people. You know that? Yeah. Now that's rough. 100%. Look at that blue court. Wow. 2 people from Itachiyama. Hitaki Kotaro? Really? Ibarida. It just registered to me that Saksa is top 3 in the entire country, and he's a second year. Who's this guy? Who's the showing these? Who's this guy? Rhetorical questions. Ah. Hmm. Hmm. I actually like that. Eat crow, old man. This is development. It's development. Forcing out. Essentially, what he has to do is he has to eat his pride. Essentially, he has to eat his pride so that he can show this old man exactly what it is. It is rough. Sent home, but he can't practice. Especially him. Especially this song is great. Especially how he is. Thank you for subbing, Sariana. I don't know if you're in the stream, but thank you for subbing. Hmm. This is really good. I honestly didn't remember, and it probably popped up on the screen or something. I probably was either blabbing my mouth and didn't realize it. I didn't even remember that that guy was Josenshi's coach, because he didn't really talk that much. It was the kids just saying party time, we're having party time. like they were a party team having fun. And I remember them, the students from Josenshi, and I remember the manager more than I remember the actual coach. Yeah, he's an awkward little boy. He's an awkward boy. So anything he does is always awkward. Like even that moment when they were like Suki's invited and he jumps out there like, "What about me?" It's like, "Oh, they didn't mention you." So it's like they didn't forget. It's cringy. And I really don't get cringed like that, but it's real cringy. Okay, I can watch it next on episode 2. Yes, yes. Can't watch when what's the consensus? Yes, I remembered. What's the consensus on watching this opening? What episode? 9, 10, 11? Probably around them episodes. Damn. This is tough. This one's even tougher coming off of season 3 where off jump I could watch the opening. It's really tough. All right, here we go. Teamwork? Oh, never mind. I have a question. I have a question. No, it's not like a question regarding the show. It's just what you guys think without trying to spoil without like trying to like spoil what possibly could come from this. But right now I'm thinking we are literally, I don't know, Nationals is in January. We're either in, oh no. Oh no. We're either in November or December. Like with not that much time until Nationals. Is this actually a good idea for Hinata not to be at practice? Like what are your ideas on that? If you had a kid that wasn't at practice, he was somewhere where he wasn't supposed to be, but still around the sport. Depends on the perspective. Something's gonna, okay. Oh wait, that tall kid is here? I didn't even realize that was him. That would frustrate me if I was Hinata. 100% that would frustrate me if I was Hinata. Wrong way, boy. Not wrong. He's not wrong. That 100% would frustrate me if I was Hinata. If that, like, this super tall dude, the super tall dude that we beat on our way to winning the prefecture was here, especially when I went head to head with him too. I don't know. That would make me tight. Just because this old man has a hard on for tall kids. If he feels he can get better here and at Karasuno, I wouldn't stop him. I don't know. I'm not sure. He's super immature. Um. Yeah, the reason why. What's his name? Yakuzawa. Is that the tall guy's name? Like he 100% was invited because he was tall. Yes. Could he not have taken that spot? Yes. But everyone else that is there with the fundamentals of volleyball are better than Hinata is. So it's kind of this like perspective where you look at it from. Like where you look at it from. And they have to be doing this on purpose, that Hinata misses jump serve while Karasuno is back practicing their serve. I actually like this more coming from him now after season 3 than I did before season 3. Before season 3, I'd be so angry that he was doing this, but now I like it. Trying to get his thoughts on it. He's the one that killed y'all dreams of going to nationals again. What? What? Is he gonna go? Oh snap! I wonder if he's gonna say something. I wonder if he's gonna say something like, "How come he's not doing this? Like, why do you have him here? If this, I wonder. I wonder." No, it's true. Lion. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, true, Blast. True, true, true. Yes. Yes. Mm. Even the vice principals hiding behind there. Those some heavy words. For real, for real. Oh, snap. That's right. Ah, we missed it. I do. Monzo. Kageyama has excused absences. But are we sure that he should have excused absences? He was struggling in school. He had to take secondary, like a supplementary test in order to pass. Are we sure? They're running him through the ringer, boy. He has a chance of making it to the national team. You don't need no grades. Huh. Oh, damn. What does he have to say? Ushiwaka is one of my favorite characters after that third season. He's pissed. Oh, he's pissed. I would be on fire. I'm not here to play, buddy. I'm not here to play. That would piss me off if a middle schooler was talking to me like this. They're looking like, what the hell is going on? Oh, this is trippy. This is trippy. You guys, I don't know how you want me not to like keep watching. This is tough. I need to see the outcome of this little training arc that he's going through. Dog. You know Tendo gonna ask his questions. He gonna get the truth. What does he have to? I want to hear what they all have to say about this. It's a good question. I'm sure he didn't even think about it. Why do you double? Just to take him out? What? Goshki for once has to play against his own team and lose. That's right, because he was in the starting rotation. Unless some incredible breakthrough happens with Hinata at this camp, um, like unless something crazy happens, unless they allow him to start practicing, I don't know. I'm still undecided on what I would have him do. Like part of me, like if I was in like a coaching position, I would let him stay so he can figure it out for himself since he put himself in that situation. But part of me would make him want to come back to practice. I'm still not sure what I would have him do. This is an odd predicament. It's a very odd predicament. He's probably like, what the heck is going on? I would have walked by and what the hell is going on? He looks different. If you can't tell, I'm frustrated that the episode ended. Like, I'm actually frustrated. I'm very frustrated right now. Yeah, 2 episodes already. Yeah, he actually needs to think. Like, all he does is just go, 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 go. Volleyball, 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 volleyball. Without any thought. It's just volleyball. No, we can't stop practicing. We need to do volleyball. No, we can't do this. Everything is just go, 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 go. And I think this is the first situation where he literally has to use his noggin, right? Without him just trying to push forward. Essentially, like, in a weird way, really not really way, the game has been taken away from him. And he has to figure out, like, what he can do without it. Even though he was never invited in the first place, therefore the game was never taken away. Therefore, he still could just be at practice playing volleyball. But the fact that he stuck himself in a situation that he had no business being in, and by doing that, he has then created a situation for himself where volleyball isn't the answer. He needs to figure it out. It's forcing this boy to use his brain. I'm surprised there isn't smoke coming out of his ears. It's interesting, though. This is an interesting turn of events. I didn't see this coming. I know before the stream started, I said something about, I wonder if some of the kids might get jealous of Kageyama because of his selection to that the junior national team. Like, he's not on the team, but the selection to take part in, like, all these trainings and stuff. But they, like, double down on it, like, not just Kageyama but Suki. So it's like the series, like, from the very beginning, the first 3 to 4 episodes made it clear that these 3 first years are going to be the most important members on the team, damn near. Like, they're like these 3 first years, and Yamaguchi, but Yamaguchi, like, he came on later on. Like, from the start, Hinata, Kageyama, and Suki have been like, these 3 are what make this team different. They've turned this team that struggled into a contender. So for the 3 of them to be put on this team, and they've actually made the changes and the difference in this entire program to the point that they are headed back to nationals for the first time in 5 years, I want to say. Like, it hasn't been in the last 3 because of Daichi, Suga, and Asahi, but by the time, like, they went there with the hopes of being on a powerful team, But by the time they got there, those hopes were gone. So I would say within the last 5 to 7 years, however old Hinata was riding the bike and he looked on the TV, like maybe 5 years, 5 to 7. I don't know. I'm not actually sure. But for these three, they are literally the extra oomph that the program needed to make that push, and for 2 of them to be recognized, and the little energy pack, the little battery, the little ball of energy that Hinata is, for him not to be selected it's not shocking. I don't want to say it's shocking, because it's not shocking that he didn't get selected when you're looking at it from an actual, like we're seeing it from anime perspective, right? From bias perspective, the hard work, the grind, the everything, right? We're seeing all that. These coaches, like, yeah, the little kid that's running around jumping out the gym is impressive, but if we had to look at first years on the team, it's clear that Kageyama and Suki play a huge role, like Hinata as well. Like, it's weird, it's hard talking about it because I don't want to take away from what Hinata is, because Hinata is like what he does. Like, it's like this thing in sports where I can't use an example because a lot of people in the chat don't they either don't watch sports, they don't care about sports, they don't pay attention to it, so I can't use an example. But it's like you can like look at someone that is a high volume scorer, and you can look on the stat, like the box score at the end of the game, and they're 14, like for basketball, they're 14 for 24, 40 something points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, something like that, right? And it's like you look on a stat sheet, it's like, damn, they played almost the whole game. Like, you can see their you can see what they contributed to the game. But then you have someone that, if you look at the box score, they have I don't know, like 2 points, 4 points, I don't know, maybe 7 rebounds, an assist or 2, and it's just like, that guy, he did nothing. But if you watch the game, he's the one that's making the hustle plays. Like, they're not accounting for the hustle plays and the hard defense that he's playing on the other team's best defender, like the disruptions, like he's being a disruptor on the floor. Like, there's no box score for that. There's no stat for that. And it's like, that's how Hinata is. Like, there's no stat for what he does. Like, yes, he has the kills. Yes, sometimes he can get a dig with his face, right? Yes, he can do all these things, but what he brings, the complexity to the Karasuno offense that he brings, being the decoy, that's not a stat. So it's like, yes, Kageyama and Suki are really good, but Hinata, he makes the whole thing go. He makes everything tick. Without him there, none of this actually works. Like, there'll still be a good team, but they wouldn't be going to nationals, in my honest opinion. And it's hard to quantify that. You only can get that. You can only get that from watching it. But when you're getting selected for this stuff, you don't get selected off of that stuff usually. Only if the coach is really truly like watching film on every single candidate possible does he select a person like that on his team. They're usually going through it really quickly, hitting box scores, hitting stats. They may see how your energy is, how you are as a teammate as well. But usually, like, if I had to pick between an individual like Hinata versus an individual like Suki, like, taking, like, I'd like not even want to be like, height is everything, but if you watched the final match between Karasuno and Shirato Izawa, Suki is the reason why that team won that game. If I'm looking at who I select to bring to my camp, I'm bringing that kid, because if he wasn't on the floor, that's Shirato Izawa wins in 3 sets. They're going to nationals like usual. But because of him, literally because of him, that team, he gave them a fighting chance to actually win. Like a lot of things he did made that. So it's hard. It's hard. It's like, I don't want Hinata to be the one person not to be chosen, but if there had to be an individual not chosen to go to something, it's him. It's 100% him. It's 100% him. It's tough. What's up, CM? How are you? It's real tough. It's a real tough predicament situation. But I don't think it's wrong. Right? I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's wrong. I agree. Like what Noya did in that championship match, I'll call it championship match because it is. What Noya did in that championship match deserved to get some sort of recognition. Like it deserved to get some sort of recognition. But I do feel like after the Miyagi finals, and if they go to nationals and if they don't win nationals and they run off a lot of like if they run off a lot of what's his face, a lot of good wins, and Noya has some like incredible digs and his stat lines are incredible, there's a possibility that he could get selected. Maybe. I don't know what the customs are in Japan on how these selections, right? I don't know like what the customs are. Like, are you more inclined to be selected as a first year to go to these things? Can you be a third year and get brought to this event? I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. Yeah, they did say that Sakusa is a second year. But like with Sakusa, it's clear that you would invite him. He's top 3. He's top 3 in the entire country. I feel like it wouldn't make sense if you didn't try to bring that kid in. It's one of those things. So I would like to see like a I don't know how you would do this. That's a lot to ask. But where does Noya's intangibilities and his actual like numbers rank against other liberos in Japan? Like where would he fall into? To us, he's incredible. But is there someone out there that's better than him? Like I wonder. I do wonder. But I think 100% if Noya was a first year and they had this like the mock junior training thing like they're doing for Miyagi, if Noya was a first year, I think he would 100% be selected. Right? 100% he would have been selected to go with Suki. So I think if we did it like that, right? If we did it like that, then I do think he would have been selected to go to that. Oh snap! I turned my PlayStation on. Hold on, throwing everything out of whack. Ugh. Yeah. I don't know where the chat is because I went from 9. I went from 3 monitors to 2. So when I get my monitor back, it should go back to normal. Are you gonna switch back anytime soon? No? Wow. You already like that? I'm sorry. Hold on. Which one is it? That one? Yes, that one. Oh, yes, that one. Okay. There we go. There we go. Back to normal. Sakusa's teammate is a libero as well. Okay. Nikoma's libero is tight. Yeah, he is good. Noya got his inspiration. Like, he got his inspiration to add things into his repertoire from him. No, not from him. Was it from him, or was it from what's his name from Seijo? I think it was the dude from Seijo, because he's the one that did the set from behind the from the back. Yeah. But Nekoma's libero is tight too. What's his name? I fell in love with him over the OVA. I really liked him. His is it Yaku? Is Yaku, right? From Nekoma. What's up, Ricardo? I didn't say hi. It was Yaku. Look at that. Look at my brain work. Yeah, he learned the set from Watari. What's up? I'm legit frustrated that these 2 episodes ended. Like, absolutely. I'm frustrated. I am. Because it's weird. Like, for me, I only waited a week in between season 3 and season 4. So it's not like I waited 4 years where there was this sort of like, and like, if I had to wait 4 years, there wasn't damn, I was so used to the pacing of season 3 because it had been so long. So you just were like excited to get anything back. But coming off of having an entire season be one match and every episode have like super intense moments and high stakes every single episode, to leave from that and then the next week come like back into like season, like what feels like a continuation of like season 2 Haikyuu, like the first half of just like slowing it back down and we're doing training before we speed back up again. It's just like, oh my goodness. Like, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Aye. I'm gonna need a few more episodes to get like 100% used to the art style. I'm gonna need a few more episodes. Like, they don't look bad. I just need to get used to them because I watched so far 60 episodes of Haikyuu. Right, it's so far I've watched 60 episodes of Haikyuu. And yeah, it's a lot of episodes with those designs, and then just these first 2 episodes and the OVA. So I technically 4 episodes with the new art style. I have to get used to it. I like it though. Yeah. Very excited. Some characters are about to be introduced. They showed 2 of them. They showed that dude with the blonde hair and then the kid with the white hair. And the kid with the white hair looked really tiny too. He looked very small. So I wonder what homie from Shiratorizawa thinks about that. Right? He was brought to that camp for the under 19 national team. Episode 2 ended with him coming out of the equipment room after shoving his head in between all the mats, and he came out with the 2 brooms. he got scolded by everyone. Oh, excuse me. He got scolded by everyone, and then Ukai told him that don't underestimate being a ball boy. And right now the third years for Shiro Toizawa are practicing against the kids, the first years. And bursting his brain cells trying to think. Yeah, I do love the attention to detail that Hinata stuck his head in those mats and he started to sweat. I actually like just that attention to detail. But then they also mixed it with him thinking really hard. So if you were looking at it, you could look at it as Hinata sweating because he's trying to think so hard. But I just think it's because he stuck his head inside these hot gym mats. And that's how I looked at it. I'm very frustrated that these episodes are over. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Also, they did like a little throwaway line. They really did it like a throwaway line, as if I'm not supposed to pay attention to, as if I'm not supposed to pay attention to the fact that Grandpa Ukai is back in the hospital, and Coach Ukai is like, maybe he's making it not a big deal. Like, no, this is the usual, yada 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 yada. He's not been doing so good. Maybe he's doing that, all rhetorical. Maybe he's doing that so that he doesn't worry anybody. That maybe he is getting worse as the days and the weeks and the months and the years go on. Just so he doesn't worry people. But things are not good for him. That sucks. I don't think that was a throwaway line. I think that was a line that was placed there so that we can come back to it in the future and see that it was on his mind. Do really like this arc. It's difficult for him, but I love it. He's already a ball boy. Yep. Being a ball boy is the best training camp you could ever get. When Coach Ukai introduced Hinata to Gramps, he talked to his grandfather saying, "Are you sure you should be moving around so much after leaving the hospital?" He did say that. And he was like, "Don't worry about me, boy." He said something like that. Right? I think he said it. He told him something like, "Don't worry about it. Like I'm fine." Kind of like how old people are, where they just, "I'm fine, leave me alone. I got it. I can do it." Yeah. And he said, if they let you leave, they're allowing you to move around all you want. Well, in certain circumstances. It's possible. It's possible. Just him being stubborn. I'm keeping my eye on that though. Keeping my eye on it. Keeping my eye on it. Keeping my eye on it. I don't want to get caught off guard. I don't want to get caught off guard. Don't want to get caught off guard. I think that's all I got. I don't know what else I can talk about this episode. Like, what else can I talk about from these two episodes that we haven't talked about already? Right? There's not much to talk about with Kageyama. There really isn't. It's funny that like how Tanaka when they're like, yeah, he got directions, and then it wasn't Narita or wasn't Inoshida that walked up and was like, hopefully he used what either like katakana or kanji, like he used something. And then he drops the shoe like, oh damn, that's right, that boy dumb. that that was funny. But outside of that, there's not really anything of note to like talk about with Kageyama. He's just at this training camp. I think it would be even cooler like if we didn't see Kageyama on this training camp with the U19 national team. I think it would be cool just to get him back, and I don't think they'll do that though. I think they'll show him to us. But I think it would be cool to like show us Kageyama all the way up until the camp starts. Don't show us him again until he comes back, and then like for firsthand we get to see some of the things that he possibly picked up from there. Get to hear his experiences. I would like that. I think I would like that a little bit. I think I would. Probably your favorite Haikyuu season? Oh, Daichi was the only casualty. Goodness gracious. Kageyama's just a bad end. Yep. Kanekogawa. I mean, I think he just couldn't read the kanji properly. Was that this episode or was that last episode? Wait, are we past the opening? Yes, we are. No, it was last episode, wasn't it? Yeah, it was last episode. One. I want to go back to that moment. He's an idiot. He's stupid. Yes. Yes. What is that? What is... I need to Google this. Okay, gotcha. This is actually learning about kanji. Like it helps with it helps like indicate their pronunciation. That's cool. Right? That's what furigana. That's what that is. So it's like special symbols that help you figure out what, because multiple kanji can mean the same thing, right? So it's cool. That's pretty cool. That's why he's just sitting there. He's just like, what? Like, huh? Like what? Like what? I guess I'll go this way. That's what he did. That's what he did. He was just like, I guess I'll go this way. And I guess that way wasn't right. So he's trying to double back. That's funny. This is funny. He's just like, well, I hope he included that. Like, I hope he just didn't jot it down really quick. You know the boy. That's because kanji has no sound. So you kind of just learn the word and figure out how to say it. But if you don't know the sound, you get lost like Kageyama. That makes sense. Yes, he does. Kageyama needs stamina. That was clearly pointed out in the last game. Especially if he's the one that's going to be touching the ball the most, he needs to work on his conditioning. His conditioning needs to be better than every other player that's on the floor. So, I don't know how interesting running would be, but running and hit training and all that stuff. I don't know how much that'd be interesting, but he does need a physical growth. He absolutely does. It's genuinely used for names. Got you. This is why Karasuno gets pronounced as Torino. They did that a few times. I remember that. Like before people were really talking about them, like before tournaments, they'd be like Torino, and they're like, no, Karasuno. It's not essentially. I've done a little bit of like Japanese studying. It's not necessarily I wouldn't say it's necessarily guessing what the sound is. It's kind of in the same way, like for an example, like if say like me and Pipe both read Haikyu and we decide that we want to translate it, it's usually just what we would associate with it and how we would translate it and how we would interpret it. So both of our translations would be correct, but at the same time they would be much different. So it's kind of like that, but it's also just the fact that there's so many like for kanji, there's so many things can be the same symbol, right? It's kind of like how it's our there, and there, how we can say, like I can say there, and there, and they each, like it sounds like the same exact word, but it's three separate words that I just said, and they all indicate three completely different things. It's kind of like that in a sense with kanji, how it's kind of like I can write this kanji, and if I look at it, I'm talking about this, but if you look at it, you could be thinking about something else, and if they look at it, they could be thinking about something completely else. I think my first experience with that was Detective Conan. Like one of the early episodes of Detective Conan was like the kids were trying to figure out a mystery and they were reading it wrong. They were just like what they kept like they were literally reading it wrong because, well, not Shinichi, but the rest of the kids, because they're children, they don't know, like their vocabulary isn't that extensive, so they don't have the mental memory bank to try to pull from right like so they don't have like the vocabulary to actually think like it could be this or it could be this. So like they're I think they were like talking about food, trying to figure something out, and I can't remember his name, but he mentioned something. They're like, it must be that. And Shinichi, he's kind of just sitting there just like, no, it isn't. And he kind of corrects them and they're like, oh yeah, you're right, we learned that and it's stuff like that. That was like my first experience with it, but it was like, I think I experienced that when I was like maybe 13 or 14, so I didn't understand like what they were talking about, but it made like it makes sense, like retroactively thinking in my head, like on that memory. Yeah, it's all context. It's all context. It's why. Yeah, it's all context. Yeah, what's up, McBa? Yeah, I love Detective Conan. I have to catch back up. I'm like in the mid. I'm like the mid 300s. I want to say I'm on like the last episode I watched was like the Tokyo Metropolitan series, like maybe like the 5th one or the 6th one. Whenever I can't remember any of their names, but the 2 police officers finally agreed to start like dating, and they went out for a date. It's that one with like the bomb and like at Tokyo Tower and stuff like that. That's the last episode I remember. Like it's like right before like the 370s, I think that's in that area. um like it has to be accompanied by something else to let you know they're talking about a crow specifically or another bird. Yeah. Like I have like in my brain I have an explanation that I understand, but I don't know how to word it. I don't know how to spit it out because I don't know if it's actually like the proper way. It's kind of like how it's like talking to someone. If I can spit this out the right way, it makes perfect sense. But in Japanese, from like me like trying to like study and learn like for us it would be like honorifics and stuff, and it's kind of like you speak specific ways to specific people. So like the same sentence I would say to you guys on stream would not be the same way that I say it to my mother, and even the way how I say it to my mother wouldn't be the same way I say it to my father. But it wouldn't be the same way if like how I said it to either of them if I said it to my boss or just a random old person that I met, or if I'm talking to like my younger sibling, something like that. Like every single individual person that you talk to, like you say everything in a completely different way. Like it's weird to think about. Right? It's so weird to think about. Like that was one of like the things I like struggled with. It's kind of what hung me up, really. Like trying to figure out like how to talk to people, because it's like I spent like a good 2 months when I worked not my previous job, 2 jobs ago. I spent like 2 months learning how to speak, and I only learned how to speak casually. So whenever I was like trying to figure out how the heck I talk to, like if I were to talk to my mother, it's just like it's completely different now. You need to use this honorific, you need to use these words, you can't mention it like this. And I'm just like, I don't understand. Like the way I talk to my mother is the same way I would talk to my dad, and the same way I talk to my dad is the same way I would talk to my older boss at work, right? And the same way I talk to them, because of how I was raised, it's the same way I talk to my friends. Like it's crazy. It's so much. It's crazy. I try to default to formal or standard politeness and hope for the best. Yeah, it's very difficult. The arcs with the Black Organization is amazing. I love Detective Conan. Detective Conan's been one of my favorite series. It's been one of my favorite series. I just have to get back to it. I don't have the time. I'd have to like block out time to watch an episode or two every day. And the thing that's gonna take me forever is I like the filler in Detective Conan. Like in any other series, I don't like filler. I skip filler. But I watch all the filler in Detective Conan. And you can go like in some instances like 10 episodes of filler, and if you literally never read the manga, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know it was filler. So, and I like to watch it all because some of my favorite stories I've ended up finding out were filler. Like one of my favorite stories for Detective Conan was like they went to like some inn or something, and there was like a murder, and like something like the wife or something covered it up, or the girlfriend. And I came to find out that was filler. I'm like, damn, that was my favorite. That was like one of my favorite like 2-parters, legit. So it's gonna take me forever. Detective Conan's over 1,000 episodes now. Yeah, languages are hard. Like your friends will call you out for being too formal, but you can just explain it to them. If you speak casually to your boss, you'll never forget it. No, because you're being super disrespectful at that point. It's tough. Like it's real tough. It's difficult for me. It's difficult like just from like speaking English and having English be my primary language. It's so difficult. It's really difficult because English is such like a complicated for no reason kind of language. It's tough. It's tough. couldn't figure out what to talk about. We just spent like 15 minutes talking about language. Fillers are great. The fillers at first are great. They get kind of man later on. Oh, that sucks. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. Did I grab that? I did grab it already. Yes, I did. I'm gonna call it. Thank you guys. Tend to like fillers, to be honest, as long as it's not dragged out. Like the Naruto classic timeline. I don't know. We were trying to understand Kageyama. It could have been worse. The second arc isn't a nightmare. That's true. No, I do remember after some of the filler in Naruto, like OG Naruto Part 1, I kind of got tired of it. Like, because I didn't watch Naruto. Like, I got into Naruto halfway through Shippuden. Like, I wasn't a Naruto kid. I was a Dragon Ball kid. Toonami tried to force me to watch Naruto, and I would turn the TV off and go outside. I didn't get into Naruto until I was like in college, like legit, like high school or college. So like I didn't have to go through like week to week waiting for Naruto. So like right. So like when some of that filler, I was just like, I tried to, I just was like skip. Let's get back to skip, and then I caught up. I was just like skip. Skip. I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I tried it. I definitely tried it. I skipped it. But yeah. All right. I'm calling it for sure. It's not even filler. It takes so damn long. The first 100 episodes of Naruto is really rough. I will say that. Like the first 100. To get through is really rough. It starts to spice up at like, the tuning exams start at like maybe like 50, 60s, and then like 50, 60 it starts to get better. 70 is where it takes off. Going through Jujutsu, like it better now. Naruto 2.0. I like all the content that season 1 covered for Jujutsu. I like adore it. We're sidetracked. I do this. Thank you guys for being here with me. I appreciate it. Can't sidetrack. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. We'll be back here Thursday. It'll be the same time, same place. We don't have Shaman King. Almost forgot. Right? Shaman King happens first, and then we'll do 3 and 4 of Haikyuu. So swing back on by if you're interested, but if not, I don't know when I'll see you, because you won't come back to the stream if you're not interested. I see you guys. Peace out. Have a good one.